Hi, I'm Jennifer Hutton, and this is my assistant Dosa, and today I'm going to teach you how to use manual restraints. Your first manual restraint, and the most simple, is a halter and a lead rope. This is the least severe and is very simple to use. Halters, in order to work properly, need to be fitted properly. Dosa's is fairly good. Could be a little higher up in the throat latch and almost one hole tighter around the nose band. The next manual restraint is a chain over the nose. Now, for safety, you never want to stand in front of your horse and you never want to loop it around your arm, but you can just put one strand over. So, to start, on the close side, we will go from outside to inside, upward. And we try to make as little noise as we can. And we'll step around to the other side. And we'll go inside to outside and upward. And we will attach this clip to the high ring on this side. And we will adjust the chain so that it's not flopping around. And you always want the trigger of the clip pointed to the outside. And since we have lots of excess on this side, we can go ahead and bring the clip to the other side if we feel like it's too long. And you can clip it on this side in the same fashion with the trigger pointing outward, and that gives you less excess. However, this is not enough to be an effective chain, so we'll go ahead and keep it on the other side. With these chains, you don't want to do big hard pulls. Just a quiet little tug is the best way to use them because you don't want to make the horse more anxious by hurting their nose. And we always wrap it one loop around in order to make the chain not as severe on their bones. Next, we're going to apply a lip chain. To apply the lip chain on your near side, you will go outside to inside and down. And you'll step to the other side. You'll go ahead. And you want to have a fairly lengthy chain for this so that you have plenty of excess so you can reach around their lip. And you'll go ahead. It's easier if you step on this side. You'll lift their lip and use your other hand to pull down. Sometimes it makes them a little upset at first. But as you can see in here, it's up against her gums and it's flat across them. And you'll keep a steady pull on these. You don't ever want to yank on them. And it takes a couple seconds for it to kick in, but it releases endorphins that calms the horse. And to release, you'll just release quickly. And then step to the other side, unhook it. And that, just like a normal twitch or the lip twine, you'll only want to leave it on for a maximum of 10 to 15 minutes. About 15 minutes is when it starts to cause pain instead of helping calm the horse. So to do the lip twine, we'll go ahead and start on the off side. And you'll use your knotted end to create the loop on the off side. You just loop it right through and pull tight on this side. And then you'll walk back to the other. Go ahead and loop it back through the side, going inside to outside. And you'll want your lead rope attached to it so that you can use the lead rope as an anchor. And it's the same concept. You just take your off hand and use your fingers to push it up into the gums. And then you pull tight. As you can see in there, it's right in the crease there. And again, you don't want to yank on these, and they can only stay on 10 to 15 minutes. And then we'll just release it. Yes, it's okay. Pull it off. The next manual restraint that we're doing is the shoulder roll. You'll use the skin right about here, and you're going to pick it up and roll it and push against the horse. You want to use this, it's best when used against a wall or some other object that they can't move through, because when you push, you don't want them to be able to move away from the pressure. It kind of has the effect like picking a cat up by the nape of the neck. To do this, you don't want long nails. Mine I trimmed today. And you'll turn their head towards you a little bit so that you have more skin. And you'll pick it up and push against. And you can see how she wants to move away. And then she's standing still. You don't want to do that for too long, mainly because it's going to hurt your hands. It's very hard to keep a grip on it, and also because they could get a little irritated with it. Okay. So the last manual restraint that we're going to use today is a leg lift. This is used for when you have to apply ointment or any kind of wound care to a leg and the horse is irritated by it and picking it up. So when you do a leg lift, you'll always pick up a front leg, and if you're trying to keep a front leg on the ground, you'll pick up a front leg on the opposite side. If you're trying to keep a hind leg on the ground, you'll pick up the front leg on the same side. Now I'm going to have a handler take the horse so that I can pick up the leg by myself. Go. So with the leg lift, of course you'll face the hind just like you're picking up their hooves. You never want to put your fingers under the toe. You're always going to put one hand on the hoof and your other hand here. They don't need to be pulled all the way up where their hoof touches. You just kind of want a steady hold, and you want a good grip, and you don't want to be torquing the leg in any direction that it doesn't normally bend. And you'll just hold this. You keep your feet out from underneath, and when she can't pick up the opposite leg. And that's it. And that concludes our manual restraints video. And a big thanks to our helper, Dosa.